the number 77 is significant. Okay, so 77, 777, number 7 is significant. You could be born on the 7th, you could be born in the 7th month, or you could be a life path 7. Okay, hi my babies. So I do have a quick message. Okay, there is a lot of excitement that is taking place today. Some of you could be receiving some exciting news today about a particular opportunity. I'm also feeling like someone could be gifting you something today, or you could be receiving some type of information today. There's something about you being, I'm seeing just smiles, so there's something about you being happy to receive something. Okay, not so much you gifting something, but you receiving something, and this could be good karma repaid for certain things that you may have done, maybe I'm hearing a year or two ago. And I do feel like for some of you, this gift is coming through either work or it's coming through a particular person. Okay, but I am hearing good karma paid back. But there is this excitement and this energy of like, ooh, like this anticipation that is in the soul cluster right now. Okay, and I just feel like some of you don't know exactly what this is. Okay, some of you can feel this excitement. Okay, so some of you could be in a space of where you've been feeling like this high level of anxiety, or you could be feeling certain energy moving through your body, and you're like, why do I feel like this? Because you don't have anything on your outside, outside circumstances that are causing you to feel any kind of anxiousness or to feel like uneasy, but you've been feeling this. And some of you may have been waking up with this feeling of the uneasiness. It's just like you can just feel energy in certain parts of your body and it just feels uncomfortable. But because some of you are not in this space of understanding your emotions or knowing how to interpret that energy, some of you sometimes can mistake excitement for anxiety, and anxiety for excitement. Okay, so some of you could be in a space where your body is literally trying to tell you, okay, brace yourself, something's coming. And for some of you, this thing that's coming is coming to you in the best way. Yeah? Okay, best way. Like I just feel so excited and I'm just all smiles. I feel like for some of you, you're being gifted a pet. Like I'm seeing like a dog, like a poodle. Okay, or some of you are dog breeders and you're finding out the dog that maybe this is your first litter or something like that, and the dog that you have, you're finding out that it's pregnant. And it's going to be a successful litter for some of you, or some of you you've just achieved your dog's first litter. Something about dog breeding and things like that. Okay, a husky as well is also what I'm getting. Okay, I'm also seeing an Eskimo, so that could also be significant. But there is just a lot of excitement. There's a lot of new beginnings that are up on the horizon, and this is something that Spirit has been wanting me to explain as well. But I've been sitting on this message for a little while. So seeing as we are in the year of the 9, okay, the year of the 9 really does talk about endings. It does talk about completion. So a lot of you have been in this space where maybe last year to the beginning of the year, you had all of these goals of how you was going to execute this, you was going to execute that, you was going to put this out, you was going to do this, and so on and so forth. And a lot of you, that didn't happen, and you've just been in this sitting energy. You might have been in this procrastination energy. You might have been in this cocoon energy, okay? And that is because there was a lot of things that needed to come to the end, not just for you on an individual scale, but also on a collective and a soul cluster scale, okay, as a mass humanity consciousness scale. There was a lot of things that karmically us as a complete consciousness had to clear. You have your ancestral clearings karmically, you have your own individual karmic cycles that you need to clear, and then we also have the humanity karmic sort of cycles that we need to clear. And a lot of us have been in that space of doing that, which is why you may find when you're having conversations with certain people are all going through things in a different way, but they're all similar to each other. They're similar situations, but just in different forms, okay? And that's because right now the collective is going through this sort of purge and clearing to completely shut the door on this cycle that is no longer serving us in whatever way that is. A lot of you, that could be relationships, jobs, careers, keeping up with the Joneses is what I'm hearing, facades and masks that you might be wearing, and allowing just all of that shit to just drop. Do you understand? Just completely just put it to the wayside. Do you understand? So it's like you guys have just been in this space of really just ridding yourself of what no longer serves so that you can birth what is about to surprise and delight you, okay, is what I'm hearing. I was also getting that you are about to have certain prophecies come into fruition. So what Spirit was saying is that there are going to be people who are going to be speaking certain things to you over your life and giving to you little predictions of what is yet to come. So you might have someone come up to you and say, oh, are you not such and such artist, or are you not such and such drummer, or don't you own the bakery on, let's say, 55 Avenue? I don't know why that came to mind, but we were here, right? And things of that nature. So you've got people coming up to you, or you've got people saying, oh, but I recognize you from so and so, and you're like, no, I don't do any of that. However, some of you may have had little synchronicities tying in with this particular person, mistaking you for whoever it is that they thought that you were. Okay, so for instance, if you wanted to get into drumming, or you're a drummer, and someone comes up to you and says, oh, don't you drum for such and such band, and you've never played drums for a band in your entire life, or you've been thinking about it, that's them basically giving you a premonition of what's to come. So basically, Spirit is seeding these premonitions, these sort of journey markers into the people that are around you to let you know that you are on the right path. Okay, some people you may find that might come up to you and say that they have dreamt you, and pay attention to that particular dream that they have been dreaming about you, because there are some nuggets in there. As we say, like in my culture, they're like, dreams don't always fly straight, they have many different meanings. So be sure to sit with the dream. If you've had the dream about yourself, or if you've had a dream about a particular person, and decipher the meanings about it. But if you have someone coming up to you saying, oh my gosh, I dreamed you, and I dreamt that you did such and such and such and such, especially if it ties in with what you've been feeling, pay attention to that, because for whatever reason, the dream might have not come to you directly, but it's come through another source, so that I'm hearing so that it aligns and lines up with what you've been feeling, thinking, and sensing. Okay. I'm also getting that some of you are in this space of like receiving gifts. There's going to be a lot of like gift giving. There's going to be a lot of like you receiving. Some of you are just in the space of your receiving era. Sorry. I just feel so excited and so giddy, right? You're in your receiving era. So it's like you're receiving a lot of things. And for some of you, this is receiving more time. This is for some of you receiving energies of patience, energies of awareness, energies of gratitude. You're just receiving a lot. Okay, a lot of people just want to give to you, and I feel like for some of you, you are in a space where you have predominantly, for maybe say the mass majority of your life, been a giver. So now you're on the other end of it, where you are now the receiver, and you are to embrace that. You are to immerse yourself in that experience. You are to give thanks for that experience. Okay. And I feel like for some of you, you've been in a space where, you've been in a space where you've been wanting to, something about someone hitting like their funny bone or something. You've been hit on your elbow. You've been clumsy lately. There's been a lot of things, or someone hitting their elbow is like a synchronicity for them, like a, like a weird synchronicity, something like that. Anyway. Some of you have just been in the space, I forgot what I was about to say, but it will come back. But some of you have just been in the space where it's like you've been wanting to be given to, and there haven't been moments in life where you've actually received that, and now that you are, it just feels really, really nice. So there's that as well. I'm also seeing like a contract, something about a legal document, signing off something. Some of you are selling companies. Some of you have got your company to a certain level and you always plan to maybe sell it. Confirmation. You maybe always plan to sell it, and now an opportunity has come around to sell that company. Confirmation, but there isn't just one competitor who wants to buy your company. There's quite a few people that want to buy your company. So, and you might be in awe of this. You might be in the space of like, oh, I didn't expect this. And some of you, I'm getting like slightly lightheaded. So some of you, this could take you by surprise. This is something that you wasn't expecting. Okay, you're going to be choked up because my throat keeps going. You're going to be choked up, okay? Or there's someone that's coming to confess something to you. There's some kind of either an apology or just a deep conversation where someone just wants to express themselves to you. about something. There could have been a particular situation where you was dealt with very unjustly, and this person has become aware of the injustice they may have caused you or have seen you go through, and they're going to come and have a heart-to-heart conversation with you about it, okay? But you are going to get your just rewards. If it's not directly from this situation or from this person, it's going to be from, you know, your spirit team and source being in this space of allowing you to receive the justice that you deserve, okay? I'm also hearing sacred union, and that's not just in relationships, but that's in friendships as well. Okay, that's really cool. All right. You're going to be in a space where you're going to have certain people who are going to be sent to you, okay? And I don't mean sent to you as in like, oh my gosh, like source is going to drop this person in this location and drop you in this location, and you're going to meet and it'll be like, like I've seen you before. Yeah, it's going to be like that. But I mean, like, this person's going to be introduced to you, already seen your face, and be like, yeah, I was told that I was supposed to meet you, or I'm going to meet you. I had a dream that I was meant to meet someone, and you're that person I dreamt of. Also, something like that. Like, people are literally being sent to you. Okay. So for those of you that own like businesses, or you're entrepreneur in some type of way, or you have some type of, like, for instance, even an online presence, right? And you could have people that just come and they're like, I dreamt of you, so on and so forth, and such introduced you, and somehow I managed to find you, and for whatever reason they may have a message for you, or there is something where you and this person are supposed to be working together on something, okay? It's like you're in this very divine energy. It's very orchestrated, okay? Your source and your higher self have really been working on this, as well as those within your soul team, your soul cluster. So it's like there's this coming together. Everything is shaping exactly the way it's supposed to. Something about some of you needing to eat more fruit, okay? Fruit-based diets could be significant as well. There's something here about a particular injection. If there's been an injection you've been getting, or you're due for that particular injection, I'm hearing reconsider, okay? I'm seeing the word reconsider, right? Things of that nature, all right? Okay. And I'm also hearing spirit say, have fun, okay? Some of you been cooped up in the house too long, you just gotta have some fun, okay? I hear it. I mean, I'm a sidestep that message. I ain't got that to do with me. But hey, look, you need to get outside and have fun, right? You've been in the house too long. Okay, there's something about that as well. And there's something about like you being in a space to go out and network. However, your spirit team are going to be guiding you to the particular networking opportunities you're supposed to go to. You are not in a space that needs to be seeking, because it will find you, is what spirit is saying, okay? I'm hearing contactees, okay? So this could be to do with star brothers and sisters. Some of you could be contactees. Just know that the contact between you and those particular beings are going to increase. This message is for a small portion of you. The contact between you and the contact between you and these individuals, these beings, are going to be happening more frequently, okay? Something about water. So some of you may need, like, water is like your base of contact, or something of that nature, or something about the sea. If you've been dreaming about water a lot, or dreaming about the sea a lot, right? Or some of you may be remote viewing to certain like oceans and things like that, and you're seeing certain things or coming across certain things, okay? They don't want me to say too much on that, but just know if you've been remote viewing and you've been coming into contact with certain oceans and certain beings there, something about the contact increasing, okay? And just be open to communication, all right? For some of you, this might be new, all right? Don't feed into the fears, all right? Or the foolishness. All right. So yeah, that's the message. I'll send you loads of love and I'll see you guys in the next video.